NHL, the National Hockey League, but this year hosting the International Badminton Federation World Championships. And these are the matches on the televised court tonight. Incidentally, if you're wondering why haven't we on Eurosport been showing the first 3 days of the World Championships, sadly no television coverage, so we couldn't. But you'll notice that there is British interest, English interest in matches 1 and 3. In the opening match, we're going to bring you men's singles, Aaamir Ghaffar, who had a terrific win yesterday over the Korean semi-final silver medalist at the Olympic Games, Mo, 15-7, 15-7. He will be up against the number 2 seed, Kenneth Jonassen from Denmark. And these are the matches that are being played later on in the night. Obviously, there won't be the opportunity to cover those. We were hoping to show you a mixed doubles match featuring Robert Blair and Natalie Munt, but sadly Robert Blair, we understand the shin splint injury that forced him to pull out of the men's doubles before the event got underway has worsened, and he's had to pull out. It hasn't been a great tournament for the English pairs in the mixed doubles. Of course, poor old Nathan Robertson injuring an ankle in practice on Sunday, so he and Gail Ems out of the mixed doubles, in which they were the silver medalists in Athens last year, and of course were the number 1 seeds. But as a consolation for that, we will see Gail Ems and Donna Kellogg in the quarterfinals of the women's doubles up against Wei Zhang and Xiwen Zhang of China, the number 1 seed, so that's a really tough one. But this is the match we're going to start with. I'm David Mercer, and alongside me, delighted to welcome once again to Eurosport's badminton coverage, 10 times English national champion, former European champion Darren Hall. And here's a man, Aaamir Ghaffar, on his 26th birthday today, having had the win of his life yesterday. Could he possibly do it again?
Well, absolutely. I mean, he'll be full of confidence. Wasn't expected to win yesterday, come through that quite comfortably, so he'll be looking forward to it. He'll be a little bit nervous knowing that when he last played Kenneth, he did get a little bit of a mauling, but hopefully it's his birthday today and he can turn that around.
That's his route through, and that really was a terrific win over Mo, as I say, the silver medalist in the singles at Athens last year. Yeah, their one previous meeting, Ghaffar and Jonassen, was in the Sudirman Cup in Beijing earlier this year, and well, suffice it to say that the Dane won 15-5, 15-love, so that wasn't a happy time. He, of course, has the number 2 seed, Jonassen, getting a bye in the first round and a comfortable victory over Kendrick Lee of Sweden in round number 2. 15-2, 15-2 was the score in that one. Yep, 26 today, ranked 29 in the world. Of course, wasn't high enough ranked to qualify for the Olympic Games last year. Richard Vaughan of Wales was the only British representative in the men's singles in Athens. But it's great. I mean, he's a man, of course, born in Peshawar in Pakistan, of Afghan descent, and it's lovely to show him displaying his talent at the highest level, because in the past he seems to have been inhibited by nerves when playing on the international stage.
Yeah, absolutely. He's starting to get more experience now. He's played on the international stage for a few years. It's starting to show through. He's relaxing more in the bigger tournaments and coming up with some good results.
In April of this year, reached the final of the Kenya International. Not one of the main Grand Prix events, but nothing wrong with winning matches. But really, he's up against a class act in
I think when he played Kenneth last time, he was a little bit starstruck. He lost his patience, but at least the thing, he's played him now. He knows what to expect. He has got to play a very patient game. Points aren't going to come easily. He's got to work very hard for them.
31 years of age, the Dane, currently ranked at number 2, seeded at number 2. It's his best ever ranking. So it's a very, very tough ask. Of course, the winner of this one will advance to the quarterfinal stages. It would be a huge bonus if we could get a men's singles player through to that stage. Best of 3 games, of course. First of 15. It's really taking us back to the days of, I said, Baddeley, Hall and Yates, when we had 3 men competing at the highest level in men's singles.
Yeah, we had some good times then, and hopefully we can get them back. And you know, if Ghaffar could pull this one off, it would be a little step nearer to doing that.
Yeah, it's a big ask, as we're saying, but why not? It was a big ask yesterday, and he won in straight games. Good leave, right at the start.
Service over. Love all.
It's an interesting camera angle, this one, Darren, for the main camera. It's right overhead. Not one I've seen used before.
No, it's difficult to, you can't quite see the movement of the players from that angle, how far they actually have to go, front to rear.
Well, a lovely little net shot from Ghaffar.
Yeah, if he can get his touch going early on in this match, net's going to play an important part in it.
But he doesn't want to be conceding the serve like that. Of course, you can only score when serving. Provided it's the first to 15, provided you have a 2-point advantage.
Service over. Love 1.
Yeah, better length from Ghaffar. This time making sure gets Kenneth to the very back of the court.
Service over. 1 love. Aaamir.
Jonassen's most recent success on the Grand Prix circuit, winning the Singapore Open in November of last year.
Yeah, one of Kenneth's strong points is his driving. Very relaxed wrist. Ghaffar really won't want to mix it up with the drives. Don't get involved in that game.
Well done.
Yeah, much better from Ghaffar. More positive. First smash came down, really meant that one. Followed it in very quickly. Got the short reply, made no mistake with a net kill.
Well, it was important that he got his side of the scoreboard moving. Those are those driving exchanges you were talking about, Darren.
Yeah, you can see Kenneth looking for them, wants to get Ghaffar involved in that game, moving forward as he's driving, getting the short reply.
4-1.
Bit of a snatch drop from Ghaffar. A little bit off balance there. Not quite settled into this game yet.
The problem with this camera angle, it's very difficult to tell from it just how good the lift is, and you know what sort of length. It looked to be way too short.
Yeah, good speed from Kenneth there. Moved round the head very quickly. Reverse smash to the backhand side of Ghaffar.
Totally confused by the flick serve.
1.
And 4 straight points now for Jonassen. And he's opened up what looks to be a decisive lead in this first game. That's better.
It's over. 1-7.
So now needs to get a few points together. Maybe too late to salvage the opening game, but just to build a little bit of confidence.
This time Ghaffar hitting the cross-court shot. Kenneth trying to read it, trying to take it early. Just missing the drive that time.
Pity. For much of that rally, Ghaffar was in the ascendancy.
Yeah, he did look in control of that. But as we just saw from Kenneth's feet, they're not quite in the back tram lines, meaning Ghaffar just hit that clear a bit short.
Eight, 2.
Yes, can't afford errors like that.
See Kenneth playing to the middle of the court. Ghaffar still trying to drive it back at him. Not working at all for him at the moment. It'd be a lot better off just to play a soft tap to the net or try and get a good lift over Kenneth's head.
Out. 10-2.
Just dropping long, and unfortunately, from an English point of view, Jonassen putting together runs of points now. And just inquiring
11-2.
whether that was a foul. Jonassen hitting the shot before it crossed the net, but no, says the umpire.
Racket. 12-2.
Yeah, Ghaffar trying to do the same thing to Kenneth this time. But hitting it out the side of the court. Just snatched a little bit.
That finds the line. And well, the golfing class that was obvious at the Sudirman Cup earlier this year is pretty obvious again. Yeah, well inside the baseline. Just testing out a new racket.
13-2.
Well, he needs some luck if he's going to get into this match. And this was certainly lucky. The dead net caught. Giving Jonassen no chance. Swine.
Service over. 13-2.
That's better.
Service over.
Change of tactic from Ghaffar this time.
13.
Getting the lift, cutting across it, bringing the shuttle down, very steep angle. Need to see a little bit more of that from him.
Service over. 13-2.
Finds the line,
14,
and it's game point.
2. Game.
And he decided to leave that. It lands good.
First game.
And I'm afraid there's a
Kenneth
gulf in
Jonassen,
class at the moment
15-2.
between Aaamir Ghaffar and Kenneth Jonassen. And the Dane has the first game 15-2. Difficult to know how Ghaffar can turn this around, but we'll hope that he can.
Yeah, the disappointing thing, I think, is that Ghaffar really didn't get himself into the first game at all. You know, even if you are losing, give that bit extra, do what you can, try and play yourself in a little bit, but the points just came against him too quickly.
Well, they're saying it's a quarter-final, in fact, playing for a place in the quarter-finals. It's a third round encounter.
Second game.
Pretty overwhelming. So,
Love all.
it'll be Jonassen to
Play.
serve at the start of the second game. Indecision.
1 love.
Yeah, he really needs to get back as soon as he can. Kenneth looking very focused at the moment, confident in everything he's doing. Needs to bring his margins in a little bit, playing too tight to the lines. Unforced errors.
Service over.
This time not fooled by the flick serve.
Love 2.
Now important for Ghaffar that he really gets on the scoreboard early and stays in touch, which he failed to do in the first game.
Hold.
Well done.
1.
Yeah, that's better.
2.
Couple of points now from Ghaffar. One cut drop, one straight drop, making Kenneth take it late. He's got to start attacking a bit more now, Ghaffar. Don't get involved in that driving rally. Kenneth draws him into it.
1.
The lift was too short, too low. An easy meet for the Dane. Seems to be a lack of self-belief.
Yeah, it seems to be a copy of what happened back in the World Team Championships. He's not sure what to do. The difference in the players, Kenneth full of confidence, Ghaffar sort of running out of ideas very early on.
Making
5-1.
basic errors, I'm afraid. Every now and again he shows us the talent he undoubtedly possesses.
1-5.
Yeah, it's better when he hits down, he varying it a little bit. Went for the straight drop before, this time cross-court smash, but we're just not seeing enough of it at the moment.
Service over.
There's another example of
5-1.
going for the lines and missing them.
6-1.
Yeah, looking a bit static in his movement as we see Kenneth throwing, Ghaffar trying to get behind it, but not. His legs aren't really moving quick enough to get behind it. Out of position when he hit the smash.
Service over.
That's good tight net play
1-6.
by Ghaffar. As the serve again, now he's got to use it to build some points.
Yeah, he was more patient in the rally then. Just prepared to play a few shots more before he went for the tight net.
Interesting decision this by the International Badminton Federation to take the World Championships to the United States. Of course, California, part of the USA, where there are a lot of people of Asian descent, and therefore with the background of badminton, but badminton hardly registers in the American psyche.
Service over.
Got to be disappointed with that. Got to net shot, but plays another terribly short lift straight into the hands of Kenneth.
And again, I'm afraid,
7-1.
being totally outclassed here.
Kenneth reading it well, but again, big gap down the backhand side.
Service over. 1-7. Out. Service over.
Oh, that's criminal, isn't it?
1.
Yeah, he worked so hard for that point. It was one of the points where you see him moving, being patient, and then just to give the serve away.
Oh, dear me. Then again,
8-1.
seemed to be in control of the rally with the basic error.
Yeah, that really was a setup. I think that was the Dane's birthday present to Ghaffar. He didn't take it.
Out. 9-1.
Oh, it's desperately disappointing, really. Having played so well to reach the third round unexpectedly. And not to be able to perform at that stage.
Service over. 1-10.
Well, you feel this is virtually Ghaffar's last chance to make any meaningful contribution to this contest.
Yeah, he's going to struggle big time to get back in, but, you know, if he can just try and say to himself, you know, this is going to be his last game in the World Championships, stick out there as long as he can, come off the court, puffing hard, but at the moment it's just all going too quick.
Well, it landed in. Well, the first time he's won 2 points in a single service hand, so that's encouraging.
Yeah, you can see he's sort of thrown caution to the wind, going for his smashes a bit harder, taking a few more chances now. Something's got to change.
Service over. 10-3.
That's by a distance, isn't it? That too, I'm afraid. He's never looked comfortable out there.
Service over. 3-11.
Yeah, good cross court from Ghaffar this time. He's had a tiny bit of success with that, but just not seen it enough.
Well, he won 5 points against Jonassen in their last meeting. He's got 5 points, so he's got to set himself a target of getting another one.
Service over. 11-3.
Yeah, struggling with his length, either hitting too short or just past the baseline.
England's other representative, incidentally, in the men's singles, Andrew Smith, lost on day one to Kenneth Jonassen of the Philippines, 17-14, 5-15, 17-15.
There we see Kenneth, very strong again, coming in, good pressure from him.
An extraordinary get there from Jonassen in the middle of that rally, and he's closing in on victory and a place in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, very focused, he's not relaxed at all, he's not taking his foot off the pedal. He wants to get this over as quick as he can.
Service over.
That's a very rare error in this match from Jonassen. Well done.
4-13.
Yeah, 3 good smashes from Ghaffar, 2 down the forehand side, hit the winner with a cross-court smash.
Service over.
And that's been the problem, he's played a good rally before, same sort of shot that rally, but this time unforced error into the net.
Oh, that's wide.
14.
And it's match point to the Dane. And as we saw at the World Team Championships, the golfing class between Denmark's best and England's best is very considerable indeed. Shame that Aaamir Ghaffar couldn't follow up his marvellous win in the last round against the Korean Mo in his match today, but he couldn't. He was totally outclassed, to be honest. 15-2, 15-4 the score, and it's Jonassen who advances to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I think Ghaffar will be very disappointed. Great win yesterday, but you know, today outclassed.
Celebrating in typical Danish fashion as we look at the Malaysian flag. So British interest in the men's singles is over, but of course later on today we will bring you Gail Ems and Donna Kellogg in the quarterfinals of the women's doubles. The women's doubles is one round ahead of all the other events, but they're up against the top seeds, and that will be very tough. They've done well to reach the quarterfinals. 17 unforced errors.
Yeah, and it clearly shows you cannot afford that. You know, he didn't get himself into the game. You want to come off at the World Championships, you know, feeling totally out of it, but really he just didn't get himself in it at all, and it's a shame.
Yeah, the rest of the statistics, apart from possibly the smash winners, were fairly even, but it was those unforced errors. I'm sorry we don't have the sound of this interview coming to you. But Jonassen comfortably through to the last 8. And in the quarterfinals he will play either Taufik Hidayat or Bunsak Ponsana. Hidayat seeded number 6, Ponsana seeded number 11. As we look again at those statistics, and yeah, the two that stand out, the two totally uneven ones, the unforced errors and the smash winners. Interesting, Ghaffar going for rather more long serves than Jonassen. Not sure that that's necessarily that significant. I just think that somehow he didn't seem to have the belief that he could really win at this level.
No, you can see Kenneth very confident, very focused, but Ghaffar, as you say, you can see it in a person's body language, and it just wasn't